Savoring the Flavours of England, a culinary tour of traditional British dishes. When it comes to culinary traditions, few countries have as rich and diverse a history as England. From hearty and comforting dishes born out of necessity to more refined offerings influenced by international flavours, the British culinary landscape is a fascinating tapestry of tastes and textures. Join us on a gastronomic journey as we explore traditional British dishes, their history, and what makes them quintessentially British. Fish and chips. No culinary tour of England would be complete without a stop at a local fish and chips shop. This iconic dish, consisting of battered and deep-fried white fish, often cod or haddock, served with thick-cut potato chips, dates back to the 19th century. It's said to have originated in the working-class areas of England and quickly became a beloved fast food staple. The crispy exterior of the fish and the fluffy interior of the chips, paired with a splash of malt vinegar and a dollop of tartar sauce, is a quintessential British experience. Full English breakfast. The full English breakfast, or fry-up, is a hearty morning meal that has been fueling the British for generations. It typically includes bacon, sausages, black pudding, a type of blood sausage, baked beans, fried or scrambled eggs, grilled tomatoes, and toast. This savory feast is often served with a side of mushrooms, hash browns, or even fried bread. Wash it down with a cup of tea or coffee, and you're ready to face the day. Shepherd's pie and cottage pie. These two classic British dishes share a common core of minced meat, usually lamb in shepherd's pie and beef in cottage pie, topped with mashed potatoes and baked to golden perfection. Shepherd's pie and cottage pie were born out of the need to use leftovers, making them a thrifty and comforting choice for families. The distinction between the two is the type of meat used. Shepherd implies lamb, while cottage suggests beef. Ploughman's lunch. The ploughman's lunch is a rustic and simple meal, consisting of a generous portion of cheese, often cheddar, crusty bread, pickles, and sometimes cold cuts of meat. Served with butter and a fresh green salad, it's a light yet satisfying choice, perfect for a leisurely afternoon in a British pub garden. This dish emerged in the mid-20th century as a convenient and appetizing option for agricultural workers. Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash is a quintessential British comfort food. It features sausages, typically pork, served with creamy mashed potatoes and a rich onion gravy. The term bangers comes from the habit of cheap sausages bursting, or banging, during cooking due to a high water content. This dish is simple but delivers a delightful combination of flavors and textures. Cornish pasty. The Cornish pasty is a savory pastry that originated in Cornwall. It traditionally contains diced meat, usually beef or lamb, potatoes, swede, and onions, all encased in a flaky, golden pastry crust. The pasty's distinctive D-shape and crimped edge were designed to serve as a handy handle for miners and labourers in the region, making it a practical and portable lunch option. Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding is a staple of the classic British Sunday roast. These airy and crispy batter cups are usually served with roast beef and gravy. Interestingly, despite the name, they are not a dessert but rather a savoury accompaniment to the main course. The key to achieving the perfect Yorkshire pudding is getting the batter mix just right, ensuring a rise and a light, crispy texture. Blackcurrant cordial and scones. For a delightful afternoon treat, the British turn to scones with clotted cream and jam, typically enjoyed with a pot of tea. Scones, small baked goods made with flour, sugar, and baking powder, are thought to have Scottish origins but have become a quintessential part of British tea time. Pair these with a glass of refreshing blackcurrant cordial, a sweet and tangy fruit concentrate that has been enjoyed for centuries. Steak and kidney pie. Steak and kidney pie is a hearty British dish that features tender chunks of beef, kidney, and rich gravy, all encased in a flaky pastry crust. The dish's roots can be traced back to medieval times when it was known as Umball's pie, with umbles referring to offal. Today, It's a beloved classic that embodies the British love for meat pies. Afternoon tea. Afternoon tea is a quintessentially British tradition, marked by an assortment of delicate finger sandwiches, scones, cakes, and pastries, all served with a piping hot pot of tea. The custom, which became popular in the 19th century, was a way for the aristocracy to stave off hunger between lunch and dinner. Today, it's a delightful and refined indulgence enjoyed by people of all walks of life. These traditional British dishes reflect the country's rich culinary history and the influences of its culture and geography. While some of these dishes may appear simple, their preparation and presentation vary from region to region, showcasing the diverse and dynamic nature of British cuisine. As you savor the flavors of England, you'll discover that British cuisine is not just about sustenance, it's a journey through history, a celebration of tradition, and a testament to the enduring appeal of classic comfort food. So whether you're sitting down for a proper Sunday roast or grabbing some fish and chips from a seaside stand, you're sure to find a unique and delicious experience that embodies the essence of British culinary heritage. Continuing on our culinary journey through the diverse and delicious traditional dishes of England, let's explore some more delightful options that showcase the unique flavors and heritage of this remarkable country. Lancashire hot pot. Lancashire hot pot is a hearty casserole that hails from the county of Lancashire in the northwest of England. It typically includes lamb or beef, onions, carrots, and potatoes, all slow-cooked together in a flavorful broth. The dish is known for its simplicity and depth of flavor, with the potatoes forming a crispy, golden crust on top. Lancashire hot pot is a warming and filling dish that is perfect for the colder months. Scotch egg. The Scotch egg is a quintessential British picnic snack and pub food. It consists of a hard or soft-boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat, coated in breadcrumbs, and then deep-fried or baked. This dish, with its contrasting textures of crispy outer shell and tender interior, is a delightful example of British culinary ingenuity. It's often served with a side of mustard or pickles. Black pudding. Black pudding, a blood sausage made from congealed blood, oats, and various spices, is an acquired taste that has deep roots in British cuisine. It is often served as part of a full English breakfast or as an accompaniment to other savory dishes. Despite its somewhat unconventional ingredients, black pudding has maintained its popularity and remains a staple in British culinary culture. Haggis. Haggis is a traditional Scottish dish, often enjoyed on Burns Night, which celebrates the poet Robert Burns. This dish consists of minced sheep's heart, liver, and lungs mixed with oatmeal, suet, and spices, all encased in a sheep's stomach lining. While the description might not immediately entice, haggis has a unique and robust flavor that is worth trying, especially when served with neeps, mashed turnips, and tatties, mashed potatoes. Jellied eels. Jellied eels may not be for the faint of heart, but they are a historical dish that's still enjoyed by some in the East End of London. Eels are boiled, then set in a savory, spiced jelly made from the cooking liquid. This dish was once a staple of the working-class diet in London, and while its popularity has waned over the years, it's a reminder of the culinary diversity found in England. Kedgeree. Kedgeree is a dish with Indian origins that has been embraced by the British. It typically consists of flaked fish, rice, hard-boiled eggs, and a blend of spices such as curry powder. This fusion of flavors showcases the historical connection between the British Empire and the Indian subcontinent, resulting in a delicious and aromatic dish. Lava bread. Lava bread is a traditional Welsh dish made from seaweed. It is typically boiled, minced, and then sometimes rolled into oatmeal and fried. Often served with bacon or cockles, it has a unique umami flavor and is a testament to the use of local ingredients in British cuisine. Cullen skink. Cullen skink is a creamy Scottish soup that features smoked haddock, potatoes, and onions. It's a warming and comforting dish that is often enjoyed on chilly days in Scotland. The name skink comes from the Gaelic word for soup, sconk. Stilton cheese. Stilton, the king of cheeses, is a world-renowned British blue cheese with a rich and creamy texture. Made in the English counties of Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire, and Leicestershire, it's known for its distinct blue veins and strong, tangy flavour. Stilton is often enjoyed with crackers, paired with a glass of port wine, or used in savoury dishes. Toad in the hole. Toad in the hole is a classic British dish that combines sausages with Yorkshire pudding batter, resulting in a comforting and flavourful meal. The sausages are placed in a dish and covered with the batter before being baked to a golden, puffy perfection. It's often served with onion gravy. The traditional dishes of England, though sometimes humble in origin, are a testament to the country's rich culinary history and cultural diversity. Exploring these classic flavors is a journey through time, offering a glimpse into the evolution of British cuisine from its early roots to its modern interpretations. As you delve into these dishes, you'll find that British food is more than just sustenance, it's a celebration of tradition, innovation, and the extraordinary flavors that make the UK's culinary landscape so captivating. Whether you're enjoying a comforting shepherd's pie or trying the adventurous jellied eels, each dish tells a unique story of the British Isles and its love for exceptional food. As our culinary tour through the traditional British dishes continues, we uncover more delectable options that display the richness and diversity of British cuisine. From sweet treats to savoury delights, these dishes are bound to tantalize your taste buds and offer a true taste of England. Sticky toffee pudding. For those with a sweet tooth, sticky toffee pudding is a must-try dessert. This moist, date-filled sponge cake is drenched in a toffee sauce and often served with a dollop of creamy vanilla custard or a scoop of ice cream. It's a warm and indulgent treat that has become a beloved classic. Pork pie. Pork pie is a savory, hand-raised pastry filled with seasoned minced pork. It often includes a layer of jelly or stock within, providing moisture and flavor. Variations like the Melton Mowbray pork pie, which originates from the town of Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire, have earned protected status due to their distinctive qualities. Bubble and squeak. Bubble and squeak is a frugal but delicious dish made from leftover vegetables, typically potatoes and cabbage, pan-fried until crispy. It's a traditional choice for using up Sunday roast leftovers, and the name supposedly comes from the sound it makes while cooking in the pan. Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington is an elegant dish that combines tender beef fillet, often coated with a layer of mushroom duxelles and wrapped in puff pastry. This culinary masterpiece is baked to perfection, creating a flaky crust that locks in the flavors of the meat and mushrooms. It's often served with a rich red wine sauce. Devonshire cream tea. In the southwest of England, you'll find the delightful tradition of Devonshire cream tea. This mid-afternoon indulgence features scones served with clotted cream and strawberry jam. The clotted cream is a thick, sweet cream, and the debate over whether to spread jam or cream first has sparked friendly rivalries for generations. Eccles cake. Eccles cakes are small, round pastries filled with spiced currants or raisins, encased in flaky pastry. Named after the town of Eccles in Greater Manchester, these cakes are a sweet and portable treat that pairs perfectly with a cup of tea or coffee. Cock-a-leekie soup. Cock-a-leekie soup is a traditional Scottish soup made with leeks, chicken, prunes, and barley. It's a hearty and comforting dish with a slightly sweet and savoury flavour, often enjoyed during the colder months. Bakewell tart. Bakewell tart is a classic English dessert with a sweet pastry crust filled with a layer of jam, frangipane, almond paste, and a layer of icing. It hails from the town of Bakewell in Derbyshire and is a delightful combination of textures and flavours. Spotted dick. Spotted dick is a traditional British steamed pudding made with suet, dried fruit, usually currants or raisins, and spices. The spotted aspect comes from the dried fruit dotting the pudding. It's typically served with custard and is a comforting, old-fashioned dessert. Sausage rolls. Sausage rolls are a popular snack or appetizer in the UK. These consist of seasoned sausage meat enclosed in flaky pastry. They are often served hot or cold, making them a versatile choice for picnics, parties, or a quick, on-the-go bite. British cuisine's broad spectrum of flavors, from savory pies to sweet desserts, is a testament to the rich culinary history and cultural influences that have shaped the nation's food. These traditional dishes not only represent England's diverse regions and local ingredients but also reflect the timeless appeal of comforting and satisfying food. As you continue your exploration of British culinary traditions, you'll discover that each dish has a unique story to tell, showcasing the creativity, resourcefulness, and flavors that have made British food a source of pride and enjoyment for generations. Certainly, let's continue our exploration of the delectable world of traditional British dishes, as we dive deeper into the culinary wonders of England. From historic favorites to more contemporary delights, each dish unveils a distinct facet of British gastronomy. Lancashire cheese. Lancashire is not only known for its hot pot but also for its crumbly and tangy Lancashire cheese. This traditional cheese comes in several varieties, from creamy to crumbly, and is a delicious accompaniment to crusty bread or oatcakes. Balti curry. Birmingham is the birthplace of the Balti curry, a flavorful and aromatic dish that's cooked and served in a wok-like pan called a balti. The dish often features tender pieces of meat or vegetables cooked with a blend of spices, tomatoes, and plenty of fresh coriander. It's typically served with naan bread. Lancashire butter pie. Lancashire butter pie is a regional delicacy, consisting of a short crust pastry filled with a mixture of mashed potatoes, butter, and sometimes onion. It's simple yet indulgent and has become a favorite comfort food in Lancashire. Lemon drizzle cake. Lemon drizzle cake is a beloved British dessert, known for its zesty, citrusy flavor and moist texture. This cake is often served with a drizzle of lemon syrup or icing, which adds a sweet and tangy contrast to the spongy cake. Cumberland sausage. Cumberland sausages are a well-loved variety of pork sausages originating from the county of Cumbria. They are coiled into a spiral shape and made with seasoned meat, and the result is a distinctive and delicious flavor that makes them a favorite in English breakfasts. Jacket potatoes. Jacket potatoes, also known as baked potatoes, are a staple in British cuisine. Large, starchy potatoes are baked until the skin becomes crisp, and the inside is soft and fluffy. They are often served with a variety of toppings like butter, cheese, baked beans, or sour cream. Mushy peas. Mushy peas are a classic side dish in Britain, often served with fish and chips or pie and mash. These peas are cooked until soft and mashed, resulting in a slightly sweet and starchy accompaniment that complements other hearty dishes. Marmite. Marmite, a British pantry staple, is a savory spread made from yeast extract. It has a strong, distinctive taste, and Brits have a love-it-or-hate-it relationship with this condiment. Spread on toast with butter or used as a flavor enhancer in cooking, Marmite is an acquired taste that has endured for over a century. Pork scratchings. Pork scratchings are crispy, deep-fried pork skin pieces, often enjoyed as a bar snack with a pint of beer. They are incredibly crunchy and salty, making them an irresistible treat for those looking for a satisfying, salty indulgence. Eton mess. Eton mess is a delightful British dessert made with a mix of crushed meringue, fresh strawberries, and whipped cream. The name is said to have originated from Eton College, a prestigious English school. The dish is a perfect balance of textures and flavors, with the crunch of meringue, the sweetness of strawberries, and the creaminess of whipped cream. British cuisine continues to evolve and adapt while retaining its strong ties to tradition. As you savor these traditional dishes, you'll experience the timeless appeal of British food, characterized by its comforting and hearty nature. Each dish tells a story of regional heritage and local ingredients, and together, they create a tapestry of flavors that represent the rich culinary history of England. Whether you're enjoying a classic Cornish pasty or indulging in a contemporary twist on a British favorite, you'll find that British cuisine is as diverse and dynamic as the nation itself. Certainly, let's press on with our exploration of traditional British dishes, uncovering more flavorful gems that provide insight into the rich and varied culinary landscape of England. Suffolk stew. Suffolk stew, also known as Suffolk hot pot, is a rustic, one-pot dish filled with lamb or mutton, vegetables, and a rich, savory sauce. The stew is slow-cooked to allow the flavors to meld and intensify, making it a hearty and satisfying meal. Game pie. Game pie is a classic British dish that typically includes a mixture of game meats such as pheasant, partridge, and rabbit, along with pork or bacon, all encased in a rich pastry crust. These pies are a celebration of British hunting traditions and are a favorite at countryside gatherings. Faggots. Faggots are a traditional dish made from minced or chopped pork offal, usually liver and heart, mixed with herbs and breadcrumbs, then wrapped in cool fat and baked. They are a homely and flavorful dish, often served with a rich gravy and mashed potatoes. Lemon sole. Lemon sole is a type of flatfish that's highly regarded in British cuisine. It's often simply pan-fried with butter and lemon to highlight its delicate, sweet flavor. Served with a side of vegetables or chips, it's a testament to the appreciation of fresh, locally caught seafood. Soused herring. Soused herring is a popular dish in coastal regions of England, particularly in the north. Herring fillets are marinated in a mixture of vinegar and spices, which both preserves and flavors the fish. This dish showcases the British love for pickled and preserved seafood. Treacle tart. Treacle tart is a beloved British dessert, made with golden syrup, treacle, and breadcrumbs, often flavored with lemon. The sweet, gooey filling is encased in a buttery pastry crust, making it a luscious and comforting treat. Bramley apple pie. The Bramley apple, known for its tartness, is a key ingredient in many traditional British desserts, and Bramley apple pie is no exception. This classic pie features sweetened, sliced Bramley apples baked in a pastry crust and is often served with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a drizzle of custard. Kippers. Kippers are smoked herring, often served as a breakfast dish. They are traditionally butterflied, then grilled or fried until they become hot and tender. A squeeze of lemon adds a refreshing tang to these smoky, fishy delights. Tarte tatin. Tarte tatin, though of French origin, has become a beloved dessert in British cuisine. This upside-down caramelized apple tart is both sweet and slightly tangy, with a flaky pastry crust that beautifully complements the fruity filling. Manchester tart. The Manchester tart is a classic dessert with layers of jam, custard, and coconut, all atop a short crust pastry base. It's a colorful and sweet confection that reflects the love for indulgent treats in the British culinary tradition. British cuisine, rich and diverse, draws on centuries of tradition and innovation. From the most humble of regional dishes to the most refined and international flavors, each of these traditional British foods is a testament to the nation's history, culture, and love for hearty, satisfying meals. As you continue your gastronomic journey through the delights of England, you'll find that British food is a fascinating blend of the old and the new, a celebration of seasonal ingredients, and a testament to the enduring appeal of classic comfort food. Whether you're indulging in an old-world recipe or savoring a contemporary twist, British cuisine is sure to captivate your taste buds.